Hi everyone, Pam here from Creative Homescaping. Today I'm going to be participating in the DIY Floral Challenge for summer 2018. This challenge is being hosted by Lindsay of Domer Home and Heidi of Heidi Sonboul. I'll put links to their channel as well as the playlist down below. Lindsay asked that we get a little creative, so I hope you'll enjoy watching as I work on my floral challenge. Stay tuned! For this challenge, I didn't want to do the typical wreath with silk flowers, so I decided to try to make a few different types of ribbon flowers to use as decorations for this sign that I'm going to use to count down the days until my daughter's college graduation. And since she's in fashion design, I thought it would be appropriate to use fabric ribbon to make the roses. So I will show you how to do each of those roses, and then I'll show you which one I decided to use to decorate the sign. All of these projects are no-sew. This first one uses 2 contrasting ribbons and a button. Once the ribbon is cut to length, you'll pull out the wires in the wired ribbon and fold them over slightly to keep the ends from pulling out. And then for the center part of this first ribbon, you will pull both of the wires from either end. Once the wires have been pulled tightly, you'll twist them together. And then you'll feed the wires through the shank on the button. For the second contrasting part of the rosette, you'll want to do a similar process, but only pull the wires on one side of the ribbon. Feed the wires from the first rosette through the center hole of the second rosette, and then twist both sets of wires together. The next 2 types of flowers both take a yard of fabric. With about a 3-inch tail, make a 45-degree fold in the ribbon. Then keep turning the fabric ribbon to the left counterclockwise and continue to make 45-degree folds. Once you've used most of the ribbon, you'll then pull the tail through the center hole. And then start twisting counterclockwise. The last flower also starts with a 45-degree fold and about a 3-inch tail. With the right hand, you roll the ribbon towards the left hand, and with the left hand, you twist the ribbon backwards. You can sew the base of the ribbon together or twist wire or pipe cleaner around it. So here are the 3 completed ribbon flowers. The first one I showed is more of a rosette style flower, and I used 2 different ribbons. I used this houndstooth ribbon and this polka dot ribbon. Both patterns are favorites of my daughter. And then I made a houndstooth ribbon flower where I folded the ribbon into triangles and diamonds and then pulled the ribbon through to create a stem. Now this one results in having a flower that has more square points on it, and because of the pattern in the ribbon, the flower didn't actually show up very well as a flower, and it looks kind of square and boxy. So for this particular use, I didn't think it worked well. So because of that, I decided when I did the twisting method of creating the flower, I would use a white ribbon to see how that turned out, to see if the petals formed and were more visible. So here's the first one, the rosette. And then here is the folded houndstooth ribbon. And then lastly, I have the white rose. Now, I like the way the white rose turned out, but I think for purposes of this sign, because this white is such a bright white and the white on the sign is more of a distressed white, I think I am going to go with the rosette style flower. And I'm going to attach it using some museum putty. And I used this in another video. It was a collab on a DIY cake stand. I wanted to show you there is another brand out there called Quake Hold, but I am going to take the museum putty and I will show you what it looks like and then how it attaches, because that way I can easily remove this from the board, remove the rosette from the board without it causing any damage to the sign. So hold on for just a second. So here is the museum putty. I'm going to put it right in the corner here and press it down. You can see it's stuck very well. And then I'm going to take my rosette and just push it down firmly with my thumb on top of it. And now I lift it up and you can see that it's adhering very nicely to the sign. And there's the back. But if I need to remove it, all I have to do is lift it off. You can see the impression. And I can just stick it back on again if I need to. That way I can change out the colors on this sign for other occasions besides my daughter's graduation. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I will be putting the links to their channel, Heidi's and Lindsay's, down below, as well as the playlist once it's available. Thanks again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.